guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. This conference has a history of
gear, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you've got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on 3rd down. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Deep shot for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. The Tar Heels will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The play action fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Love that throw. I'll tell you, if he keeps making more of those, Wayne Stadium and this incredible crowd is going to be going nuts. We've called games here plenty of times in the past. This is one of the best venues in all of college football. And this guy right now is heating up at the QB position. Watch out. It's going to be a sonic boom in here.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. The Hokies line up to punt it away. Touchdown, North Carolina! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. Now that is is a play that will get your sidelines into the game with that touchdown.
And you could see once he left everybody in the dust and he was going to the house, the sidelines going nuts. What a big-time play to take the lead. Defense did its job. Now special teams coming through in a big way.
We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Lets it fly. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. He keeps throwing it like this for the Hokies, and the defense will have to sleep with one eye open.
And the defense is going to have to grip those pillows tight, because when a QB gets going and spinning it with the ability to run the football too and the diversity of this offense, it can be tough, and the Hokies fans will be excited. And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. Reception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum.
Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Tar Heels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to back and leaves it. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. The Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Ship. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Field shrinks, tight end throws. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Tight end now in motion. He'll try to pop the draw. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. you can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Hokies will bring the punt team onto the field. The last time they punted, it went back for 6. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Grab near the marker. It's Shipp. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Rides the back on the option, the give. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Lopez to pass. Got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Running back searching for a hole. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Touchdown, UNC! Fitted in the window for the score. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Gives it on the option. Across the 25, he's got room. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Wants to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wiggins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team.
On to kick it away.
He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. North Carolina has him back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the... up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They've got to get to work to keep up with this offensive explosion, already down 21-3. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Grab behind the line. It's Smothers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they turn it into a defensive score. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Clemson is currently ahead early right now in Death Valley, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves offensively. They're up by 10 over Cal. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The give out of the gun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. And the Hokies can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Snap from the gun on third down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Got a man. It's Shipp. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the give, looking for room.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
My old coach said, don't never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
On the move from inside is 5. And the returner is stopped. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiggins. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
looking for a big play. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to one of the best home field advantages in football, Lane Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Hokies will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lopez to pass. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Tar Heels will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Wiggins. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys, but that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. The sure hands, it's Adams. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on second down. They'll move the tight end. Off play action. Bringing the heat. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under fire. Makes the grab. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down. And the Hokies will punt this one away. And they'll just try to kick it out of bounds to make sure that thing doesn't get run back. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe
pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Tar Heels will send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Wants to bring it back. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And the defense got him at the 27.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about chipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Adams. Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He has the 1st and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Virginia Tech made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. To the ground with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Lopez wants to fire. Finds a spot in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Man, I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Fires to the tight end. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. The Tar Heels will have it 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. On the set. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Shipp. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Here's the handoff. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. And the Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He stopped at the 15, not enough for the first down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Hokies will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fields the punt, wants to make a play, and the returner goes down. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Lopez to pass. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Got his man quickly. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this football game. I imagine he's going to still continue to get the football thrown his way.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Lopez wants to fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolute shank. Missed it. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Hokies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now they'll run the draw. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. On the run, it's Smothers. Breaks into the open. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. They'll try the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like, when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing.